and then we'll come back and we'll do like a very faint layer on it just to cover up any extra spots that need it. We're gonna let that sit and dry, and then we're gonna come through with some fiberglass mat. Man, gotta start off the day with that coffee. What is up, Mouse Trap Gang? Welcome back to another video, man. You already know it is your boy Mouse, and we are at the trap right now. All right, if you guys been keeping up, man, we have a titty panel that we've been working on. It is ready for fleece, but I went to go start fleecing, and guess what? I don't have no fleece. All right, so let me get situated, and I'm gonna go to Walmart right now, go get this fleece, come back, and we're gonna fleece that bad boy. We just made it back from Walmart, and I got my 2 paintbrushes. I got a yard of fleece that we are going to be using for this bad boy today to cover her up. And I think she's about ready, man. Okay, we cut ourselves a good amount of length that we need so we don't jeopardize ourselves and not have enough material when we're going to town with it. And like always, man, we're gonna need our badass BS stapler, and I can just grab probably like 2 sticks of staples, and that's all we're gonna be needing for today. Because more than likely we'll probably need another stick, but I think there's some staples inside the gun, and we need to grab some razor blades, which we have in our put away sections over here. And listen, guys, when I get situated in the little shop, we'll be able to organize everything like it's supposed to. But till now, man, we gotta fake it till we make it. Okay, so I found the razor blades. I was tripping. You see how much more nicer it is to have everything organized? We took we took one good day of organizing everything, and now we know where everything's at. We're gonna put the good old trusty pancake compressor to work, man. This guy right here, for $100 that I got with a staple gun, man. This thing's good for like stapling like the fleece and stuff like that, and upholstery. We don't need the bigger one to do any of that stuff. All right, so real quick, man, when you're like in this stage of doing fleecing, it's always best to drop the PSI on your compressor, like right there. Like I feel like that's way too high up, so we're actually gonna go drop it down a bit. And the reason why I say drop down the PSI, look, like right there, that's a little bit better, but it's still too much, because when you staple, this thing creates a lot of pressure, and the last thing you want is for it to like knock your rings out of place. You see what I'm saying? Even though, I'll back this guy up a little bit, even though the rings are on there solid, like pressure, man, that punch from the staple go inside there can knock the ring out of place. Then you have to go back, hot glue, etc., etc. So let me drop it down a tad bit more. And see, like regulators, we're gonna drop it down to like, see if we can get it down to 75. I think it should be pretty good, because it was shooting some staples good, but now it's gonna be shooting them a little bit better. Okay, so you see the tweeters, they're already stapled. So now what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and staple this guy underneath here. So now what we actually have to do is go to our trusty pancake compressor and let's pump her up a tad bit. You see, like, it's below 75. We'll try that and see what it does. Okay, we got the staples in. They went a little bit better than the first one, because look, this is the first one right here, and you see how they just go a little bit better. So that's what it is. So I'm probably gonna just take this guy out and just restaple that one. This is a very crucial part in these panels. So if you were to staple the guy right here and you see how it has a strong like angle, that will be like not that bad, but it'll still be a nightmare for you to wrap in vinyl. So but now if we give it a nice staple on right there, look how much better that is. It has like a nice slope to it. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and like probably do like a nice line, so it gives us a nice tilt factor. So when we go to wrap this guy in vinyl, it doesn't give us that much of a height. See it? That nice slope. So now it's like nice and easy to wrap. People go ahead and fiberglass like this, you know, they don't cut the slits out so you can see the ring, which is fine, that's perfect. But I've come to see, like, whenever we were to cut this out after we get done, it's like separated, you see what I'm saying? And you would have to put fiberglass mat along those edges to really attach it to it. But since it's stapled on the actual wood, it's already attached, so we just have to put fiberglass mat around it, you see what I'm saying? So it really like bonds to what it's supposed to. And it just gives it a lot more cleaner look and keeps your rings as much as possible as straight, you know, and not jagged edges. But although after fiberglass mat, depending how neat you lay it, it's going to give you the neatness of it at the outcome. But I'm going to show you right now that I cut my fleece out, so it gives me a nice, you know, good look. And like I said, I want it to look real nice along the process. There it is, man. You see it. Looks like a frog eyes and a nostril or something. So, like I said, man, I cut it out. It looks good. Now it's actually ready for fiberglass. So I'm gonna go ahead and gather up some stuff that I need, and man, we're gonna fiberglass this bad boy because it's only a small panel. It's nothing too crazy. It's small. Like I've said in a lot of my other videos when I do fiberglass stuff, weather determines a big factor on all this stuff, man, because if it's too hot, it will react fast and it won't give you no time to work with it. But I don't know if you guys can notice, it's not really like beaming hot, it's like misty. And I actually just looked at the weather, and the weather said the highest it's actually going to get today is in the 90s. You see it's 84 degrees right now. But you see 3 p.m. and it's actually getting cooler. You see what I'm saying? So we're still not going to kick it up the ratio to hardener to the fiberglass resin. We're not going to do it that crazy. We're just going to do enough so it gives us time to play and so it can dry up nice and solid. And we're back in the backyard. So titty panel, it is right here. It is ready. Man, I forgot to buy gloves, but good thing I got rubber gloves. This is the container that we're going to be pouring fiberglass resin to. We got fiberglass mat in there, but we're still far from actually utilizing it for this panel because we actually want a good solid coat on this thing, and we're going to make sure that we soak it you know, to the max, so it gets, you know, pretty solid. And you see, like right here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put fiberglass resin inside there so it like soaks through the inside out, and so it holds good. Same thing like right here, we're going to put some inside there. Man, overall it's a nice little panel. I like it. Like I said, it's way more low profile than the regular panels that we've been doing. And you know, we're getting the hang of them. You know, there's nothing to them, but you know, trying to outdo the last one is always the key. You have fiberglass resin right here. Man, I love the smell of this stuff, especially bright early in the morning. It's like barely like 9 o'clock right now. And man, like I'm telling you, I drop videos the same day. Same day. Okay, I think that should be enough to get our coverage. Put this back here. Okay, we have our MEKP right here, guys. Okay, just let me make sure I have everything that I need so we can get this party started. Okay, so I actually had to get the tripod going, but I'm gonna be fiberglassing on from the back side right here so you guys can see everything, and then I'm gonna have to flip it and make sure I get along the edges because the edges need good fiberglass resin so it'll bond to it. Same thing on the sides. But I'm gonna pour the mix out, stir it, get it ready, and then I'm gonna come back, turn the camera on, and we're gonna get down. Gang, look, so the panel, it is fiberglass, man. It is fiberglass. It is not ready yet, but it is done fiberglass, and that was a big part that we needed to get done, and it got. Now it's just a matter of the waiting game. Man, like I said, it's not that hot out here like it was yesterday, but I did mix a tad bit over on the hardener just so the resin would react a little bit faster. But at the same time, I don't want it to react too fast because, like I said, the chemicals and all the stuff in the fiberglass would make this panel like taco. You see what I'm saying? You don't want it to taco. You want it to try to stay as much as flat as possible. So when they put the panel back inside the truck, it is like in there. But we did a good job of soaking her up. Like, this guy is soaked up, but once it gets dried up a little bit, we'll see a couple areas where it needs it. So we still have plenty of fiberglass resin left. And then, you know, we'll come back and we'll do like a very faint layer on it just to cover up any extra spots that need it. We're gonna let that sit and dry, and then we're gonna come through with some fiberglass mat to seal the deal so that thing is solid 1000%. But that's gonna be on tomorrow's video, man. So definitely make sure and keep an eye out for the next video where we'll start laying mat. We'll let it dry up, and then we're gonna start grinding it down. And then after that, man, we can start sanding. You know, like I always say, man, it's slow process is better than no process. And we're gonna get this thing done to the max, man. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Drop any questions that you have on this panel or anything. Drop a hashtag Mousetrap Gang. Let me know what's good. Hit that like, definitely subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.